M0AQC Ham Tech, welcome to my channel. Let's turn this box provided by M0AQC for about £37 into an Allstar node using our old radio we've got here. It's got a 6-pin DIN connector which is connected to this box, and then another cable from this box is just a USB that goes into a Raspberry Pi 3B we're using, and you're going to need an SD card and then another radio. It doesn't have to be one of these 74s, any other radio, and this becomes this radio. It's the ICOM E880 will become like an Allstar hotspot. Let's do it. Okay, the first thing you're going to need to do is get your Allstar number. So go here, the link will be in the description. Create yourself an account. You do need to have a ham call sign. Then where it says your portal, go to node setting, and in this section you can go continue, and you can choose to request a new number or extend an existing number to add more numbers, which is the quicker way, or just request one, and as long as you've got a ham call you'll get a node number, an Allstar node number. Then we go to ham VoIP, which is where we download the image that's going to go on our Raspberry Pi and run our radio for us to go on Allstar. So here it is here. Click the red one here. It's about halfway down. Look, RPI Z2W. Download that into your downloads folder, then send it somewhere. You can see there, just once you click it, send it into a file. Now what I did is I right click on my computer. I've already done it. So right click, new folder, ignore these red bits. Right click, new folder, call it ham VoIP and send it there, but obviously we've already done it. Okay, we've got the file, the image, which is the one we want. Here, this little image here that you can see. So that's all ready. Then we download Balena Etcher. Again, the link will be in the description. Download it, and when you open it, it actually looks like this. And so we've already done one. Let's do another one. So you need to get a blank SD card into your PC. Click down here where the file is, and you're looking on the left for your SD card. Mine's called G. Click that, and mine at the moment is blank. Okay. Click flash from file, find that file on the desktop here, which we've got here, then click open, select the target, which is the G that we just saw, and click select and then flash, and then you'll have to wait about 5 minutes and it puts the image onto our SD card ready for us. All these messages, just click cancel and close the window. Okay, there, let it do its thing, don't be panicked by that. Okay, you can see it's just validating now, and soon we will have our image when it completes, and we will be able to get that and put it into our Raspberry Pi, and we will plug in for now an Ethernet cable because it's a lot quicker doing it that way. So dig out those cables. There you are, there's our file. Let's get the SD card in here. Make sure it fits in nice, and Ethernet cable, and then some power it up, and via the Ethernet connection you're going to be able to talk to this now using a program called Putty, which you're going to need to download Putty. Just click here, the link will be in the description, and you'll end up with a program that looks like this, Putty, and with this program we can talk to our Raspberry Pi via the Ethernet cable. We do need to find it, so the way we find it is we can download a program like this and do a search on our IP address. We're looking for the word alarm pi, so we'll just click scan, let that scan for a few minutes, and hopefully it will find it. You do need to be on the same network. It looks like we found it here on my this is my broadband router. Look, wired, because it's a wired one, 192.168.0.107. And there it is there, alarm pi 107. Next thing is put that IP address in here when you open Putty. I would copy that IP address because you're going to need to put it in quite a few times. So copy, just so you've got it, and then add a 2 here, so it's 222. Then click open, and you'll get this message here. Just click accept. Then to log in, type root with lowercase root, and then root again, and you get this, and it says here, do you want to get the updates? And click yes, and let it do its update. And then at the end of the update, it will say, I'm going to reboot. There you go, time for reboot. So at this point, I like to put my Wi-Fi on because I just prefer it. So paste the IP address, add your 2, hit enter, you go back in, you're still logging in at the moment as root, and it will ask you to change the password eventually. Retrieve the last system updates. We're going to click no this time. We've done that. First time setup, yes. Enter your root password. So this is the chance where we can invent a root password, which we've done, and you ask for it twice. So type it, then click OK. And then this is the important one. Just click no. And then you want your node number. Remember, we've got the node number from before here, and there is actually, when you hover over it, there's actually a password. So we're going to put in our node number of 539014. Click OK. Do you want to set up your node configuration? We're going to go yes. Node configuration will run after reboot. Click OK. And so again, we're just going to wait for the reboot, but let's set our time while it's asking. Go yes. It gives you a long list. Tick 1 and then hold your finger on the down arrow, and for me obviously it's London. Just keep it down. You have to tick 1 first. Okay, and there, Europe, and I'm looking for London. There you are, London. So tick London and click OK. There you go, yes. The current host name is Alarm Pie. Do you want to change it? I'm going to go yes. And I'm going to just go back and call it M0. And it doesn't have to be your call sign. M0FXB 539. Was it 014? Just to recognize it when we do a search, click OK. It's only going to let that number in anyway. Gives me the IP address, which is the same. Do you want to change this? I'm going to go no. This setup script allows you, you know the 222 when we go into PuTTY, I'm going to keep that as 222. So we're going to go no to changing it. And then remember to log back in using the same things. And then we're going to hit reboot. Okay, log back in, click open. We'll have our new password now. Should log back in. And then it says, quite a lot of reading to do here. This script configures asterisks while the script is intended for first time. You can run it when you like. If this is the first time configuration, it's safe to continue. Read the above. Okay. Do you wish to continue? Click, I would say yes. Okay. It's got our node number there. So click OK. Then our call sign. So M0FXB. Click OK. Do you want to report? So this is when it shouts out to you, I believe, or is it just reporting to, to Allstar? Let's just go yes. And it says here, asterisk can use voice or CW to identify. If you select yes to voice ID, then a voice ID will be created. So we're going to go yes. And then enter the bind port, which is default 4569. So when you're opening the ports on your router, that's what you use. Click OK. And I think pretty sure we always choose semi-half duplex telemetry I'm just going to double check that that is what we choose. Yep, that's correct, thanks to the Vicar. G5REV. Click OK and then enter your node password that you get from here. When you click it, it gives you a password. I'm not going to show you mine, but on the 539014 there is a password when you click it. I'm going to enter that manually just here. And we're not going to add any passwords now, but we can add passwords if we want for other items that we can link in. I'm going to click no. Do you want to configure your audio? No, I think we'll do that in a separate video, but you do need to configure your audio, otherwise it's going to sound bad. But right now we're going to go no. When running this script live to change things, most things other than the voice ID do not change without a restart, or you could do reloads of all the files. Do you want to restart asterisk to enable? And I'm going to go yes. So I'm going to do my Wi-Fi. So configure Wi-Fi interface, run. Set up wireless, number 1, yep, click OK. And then it will actually search. This program sets the SSID. We're going to go yes. Do you want to manually? I'm going to go no, and then it will search it then, see? It will scan. Shouldn't be too long. There it is there, the top one, that's fine. Select, put in the password. You do see that password and then click yes. And hopefully now it will reboot and we can disconnect the Ethernet cable. I know you can't see that. We'll disconnect the Ethernet cable. So now we'll just reboot our Pi and you'll see that you are now an Allstar node. And we are using the box from M0AQC to connect with the 6 pins on the back of the radio. The USB cable is here on the Pi with the SIM card that we've just done, and you'll see that this will boot up now and give us an IP address, and we are now an Allstar node. There are further configurations we can do to use Supermon and connect to Echolink and DV switch, but right now you have become an Allstar node in just a matter of minutes.
92.168.0.102 M0AQC.
Thanks for watching.